if you're doing one of the Jacobin buffets like I do, um, this is a great section to watch for when you're doing your back plates. Also, you know, the pretty decorative piece that goes all the way across the top of the buffet, because they a lot of times have a real pretty decorative piece that's called the back plate. At least that's what I call them. Not maybe, like more like I am one day. All right, framing. All these out. All I have to do is like just lay my brush and let it just hit. It's gonna hit all these spots and videos on the TV. So you guys can actually stream this onto your TV if I'm not mistaken. That way you can get a better close-up of all the painting and what's going on. And you know, a lot of people paint or watch the video while they're painting. That way they don't miss a step. As easy as this is, there is a lot of details that I share in how to create my look. So I'd say it's definitely a good idea to watch this while you're painting that piece if you feel like, you know, you're needing to stay on top of it. So by all means, download and or stream. Here I am telling you guys like to stream and all this, and I tried to go live on YouTube yesterday, like I scheduled it and everything, and I'm pretty sure one of the subscribers she is super sweet, and I think she was probably ready for like the live, and I never came on. I updated my computer, which I didn't think was going to take more than 20 minutes. It ended up taking like, I don't even know how long. It was a ridiculous amount of time. And then so I was like, oh, well, I'll just go live now whenever I got back, and it was done updating. And so I tried to do that and yep, I couldn't figure it out. I was supposed to like stream from somewhere. Oh my god, you guys, I gave up. My husband wasn't home at the time. It was me and Donna. We talked about it earlier, I know. So yeah, I even like late last night I went on and Googled like, how do you go live? kind of gives me a point of reference. And what I mean by that is on the legs are a little bit different, especially when we have a lot of ornate styles going on in the Jacobean style. These gorgeous carved wooden legs. In order to make them stand out and give them that Texas Gypsy style look, I am going over this as if the sun is coming from the right and hitting right here and bouncing off all these corners. So let's just, so if I have a raised area, my sun is going to hit here and here on these little pieces. I kind of wipe across, that way it's not so perfect and even. Rather, you know, just being sun-kissed. And let me get down here on this right side. You know, like a certain time of the day when the sun's just like glaring inside the house, or, you know, anywhere, like, okay, make sure. So I'm coming from the corner here, showing you guys this. On these, I frame this out in my last color, and I'm going to come back and forth like so. It's going to create a little bit of shadow. I think that was my son waking up. On this side, not shadow, but sunlight on this side and that side, which in result creates a shadow on this side. And let me show you, I'm going to go right here and do the same on that side. So there you have your sun-kissed leg right there. And I do that on this other one also. And whenever we come back with Gold Digger, I'll show you what else I do. So while I only keep the sun mostly on the right side and coming across the piece, I still add in little kisses of sun around, just to give it a little more dimension, depth, and texture. Otherwise, it will look very one-dimensional or very choppy looking. It's not going to blend like you want. I come back under here like I did before. Here, framing. Lots of framing. I'll do the same. We don't do so much of the sunlight look on a curio cabinet. I have done some that are real exaggerated in that, but for the most part, it's just subtle and mostly on the legs. And I'll catch the back end of this also to bring it out. And now I have this middle piece, which is very much like the top and the sides. I'm going to be doing the same effect on there. I'm gonna frame with my metallics. I do this on the buffets and on here on these cabinets, okay? If you look close, I've got texture on here and I love it. Texture is a big part of Texas Gypsy style. Grabbing the edge there. I'm not going to come out in as far as I did with the Honky Tonk Red, okay? Even though I already framed out in Peacock and Honky Tonk Red and now Moonshine Metallics, you're still seeing all those colors. It wasn't all for nothing, I promise. It all works together and gives you shadow and depth, okay? You're gonna get it. Here, grabbing those edges. I'm not gonna fill it in like as much, like I said before. Oopsie. All right. For this decorative part, let me just, I'm framing this out. I'm gonna get a little more paint. Bring it to a point. Wipe the excess. You can tap it, and then, which puts a little bit of paint on there, and then you can drag it. Drag the paint that you put on. Like that. I'm going to grab the edge of that. I'm framing it out. I am doing my best to be perfect. Well, I'm doing my best because it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't want it perfect. I want it to look aged. I'm kissing it with the sun. Here comes the sun. I'm strategically placing my paint. I'm not going all willy-nilly crazy on it. Okay. If I was gonna do that, I wouldn't have a video, because I'd just be doing whatever, getting all crazy with it. There's a method to the madness. The nice thing about Moonshine Metallics is I can wipe back a little bit with my fingertip if I need to. If you really need to wipe back, you kind of went real crazy, you can use a baby wipe or a damp rag or damp paper towel. Okay, you can fix your mistakes, but I honestly don't feel like there's mistakes. You know, you just kind of work around them, embrace them. If I do anything, I'm gonna just go over it with my fingertip there. I'm going to grab this very top edge. Not sure if y'all can see that. Okay, I'm gonna get some more paint and bring it to a point. With the Moonshine Metallics, sometimes I do need to get a new brush sooner than later. Just because I am putting on much less than before. It's a different consistency than the paint also, so just be mindful of that. And you want to go extra less with it also. See how I barely grabbed that edge, and it just really makes it stand out and look extra beautiful. I am so excited to get this done. So excited. I'm gonna grab on the inside here. I even grab a little more with my Moonshine on the edges of my corners, just like I did Honky Tonk Red and my Peacock. It's just going to give more depth. It's going to be awesome, I promise. we're always going to come back through and take a step back, evaluate what we did. Whoa. Throw you back. Okay, so y'all see what we have done here. Got y'all on the lean here. Okay, so I'm just getting my paint. It's very repetitive. It's a simple process. Should I say they're simple steps? But it's all about your placement and framing. If you don't frame, it won't look like this. You have to frame with each color. This is just another color. It's a pretty metallic color. If you do it like this, it will come out just like this. That's it. Watch the video and you gotta pay attention. You got to be able to follow instruction. If you just want like a version of it, it's not gonna be Texas Gypsy style, but you get the gist, and that's okay. If you just want, you know, something similar or about kind of the same, then, you know, that is awesome. I am just here to guide you, and not all furniture is the same, so it's impossible to have something exactly like this. But over time, I'll have quite a few videos on different pieces, so you're gonna get a really well-rounded instruction. Okay. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do with that top piece on the very top, that oval. I do have some ideas though. But it's definitely something that's gonna come at the very end. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Okay. So here we are on this gorgeous piece. Oops. See what I did there? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna finish what I'm doing here. I'm gonna focus on this. I'm gonna do my very best to get all of my framing here. And I'm just lightly dragging this brush across. That's all you have to do. And it will sun-kiss all of that. You can do it a little more and a little less on each side. I don't want them to both look identical. Okay, it's not that kind of paint job. On your brush. Just okay. Now I'm gonna dip. Go along here. Lightly. Just going to drag across right there to create that little shadow. And I'll go a little bit heavier on the bottom, like I like to. Okay. And I'm gonna come here. I can kind of drag my brush this way to make it look more rounded. I'm gonna come up and do the same here. It's just, and I'll come on this side and do a straight line to end it. Okay, paint. Moonshine Metallic Gold Digger. I will have a link to purchase this through my affiliate link in the description of this video. If y'all are just now joining, or if you fast forwarded, okay, here I'm gonna frame this little piece out the best that I can. Right up under there. I am gonna come across up here, but I'm not gonna get too dark with it. I don't want to cover up the red completely. Okay. I'll go in here. Framing out this area. Just gonna shade a little bit on the corner. And I'm gonna outline these by just brushing across, which is similar to what I did with the Honky Tonk Red and the Peacock. Oh, somebody's getting tickled inside. Gosh. Oh, let's see. Go across up there. So you just, like if you get like a straight line like that, you just want to kind of work with it right away and spread that out so it doesn't dry like that usually. I mean, you can, it's up to you. See, it looks like a lot of gold right there right now, but once it dries, it will be less. And if you guys do get moonshine metallic happy, and it does happen, it happens to us all. We get all excited, and it's like, oh, the metallics, you know. You can go back over it with your Honky Tonk Red and your whatever color you're working with to minimize